So I know we potentially maybe have some Christmas Eve / Christmas Day snow on the way. Just maybe, if we're positive and optimistic. What was that guy's name from? We were just talking about it. Year Without a Santa Claus.
We're looking at
Cold Miser. Cold Miser.
Okay.
So if we're in Cold Miser's good favors, then we have snow. But my point is that we have some rain first.
But yeah, there's a pretty big hurdle before we get to the fluffy stuff. It's wind and rain tomorrow, and then we're going to have this kind of cascade of clippers come our way leading up to Christmas Day. This is right outside of our studio. I believe that's High Street, some Christmas lights across the street there. And one little positive note here on a Thursday night, both lanes are open now on High Street.
Woohoo.
The traffic was
amazing
rough
today.
It was great today, yeah, but all week leading up to today, that was like the longest part of my drive, High Street.
Yeah.
Anyway, temps are going to be warming. We are going to see some hit and miss, kind of patchy rain start to work through in the morning, likely into the 50s by around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And that is going to come with an increase in wind from the south. So the gusts, those are going to be already tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, 25 to 30 miles per hour. And keep in mind, this chart we're looking at is gusts, not sustained values. I think sustained, it's more like 20 to 30 throughout most of the day. But these little maximums of wind, fairly brief, they're going to be up to around 55, 60 miles per hour out ahead of this cold front. And I think the windiest part of the day is going to be early afternoon through about evening time. And if we're going to see some 60 plus on the gusts, I think the most likely region for that is going to be the down east coast. Front moves out of Maine by 7, 8 o'clock, and behind it the winds turn westerly, and there may be some slick spots into the overnight / pre-dawn Saturday morning if temps drop quick enough. I don't think they will, but we'll keep an eye on that. Wind gusts 55 plus. I do think that the coastal spots are going to be the most susceptible to those higher gusts. It's going to be windy throughout, and that may bring about a few power outages. If a tree just kind of topples onto a power line, hard to predict meteorologically. I don't know exactly where every dead tree is in relation to power, but if something like that happens, you could have some outages. About a ½ inch to an inch of rain. There may be some locally higher amounts up in the mountains. And the system that's going to do this, it's way out west still. It's stemming south of the Great Lakes. That's where the cold front is. And it will get milder on the approach. Rain ramps up throughout the day. I think the rainiest, windiest time of day is late morning into the early afternoon. And it does then clear out with that colder flavor of weather in for the weekend. That's the Friday system. And then looking upstream, check out how many more come. We're going to see another one over the weekend, a little chance for a light snow, mainly in the mountains. And then the one that may give us perhaps a coating, maybe more, into Christmas Eve slides through on Tuesday. So looking at these next chances, the Tuesday one, in my opinion, is the most interesting one if you're looking for a white Christmas. That one could give us several inches of snow, but none of the next give us huge amounts. If you've got marine plans tomorrow, it's not looking good. 10 to 15 foot waves, 12 to 18-foot seas offshore away from the coast. It's not going to be a pretty day. It'll be messy on the water. Colder for the weekend. Chance for a few inland snow showers Sunday, and I think a better chance for snow Tuesday night and into Christmas Eve. And if we have 1 inch on the ground at 7 a.m. Christmas Day, then technically it's a white Christmas.
Technically, that makes it, scientifically speaking, a white Christmas, right?
Yeah. But it's funny because it could snow like 3 inches after 7 o'clock, and that wouldn't be a white Christmas. It has to be at 7 a.m.
Oh.
Maybe it's for the kids, for when they get up and like open presents in the morning.
I don't think I'll be waking up at 7 a.m. on Christmas because I will be working the night before and will need to sleep in just a little bit.